Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. If you're here, it means you're curious about the world of decentralized finance, or DeFi for short. Today, we're diving into a concept that's super important for anyone involved in automated market makers, or AMMs, impermanent loss. So, grab a seat, maybe a snack, and let's unravel this topic together. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is impermanent loss, and why should I care? Well, if you're considering providing liquidity in an AMM, understanding this concept is crucial. So, let's break it down step by step. First things first, what are AMMs? Automated market makers are decentralized exchanges that use algorithms to set prices and facilitate trading. Instead of relying on traditional order books, they enable users to trade directly from liquidity pools. These pools are filled with tokens supplied by liquidity providers, individuals like you and me. Now, when you provide liquidity to these pools, you earn trading fees. Sounds great, right? But here's where impermanent loss comes into play. Impermanent loss occurs when the price of your deposited assets changes compared to when you deposited them. And the greater the price divergence, the more you're affected. Let's look at an example to clarify this. Imagine you provide liquidity to an ETH, a USDT pool. At the time you deposit, the price of ETH is $2,000, and you deposit one ETH and $2,000 USDT, making a total of $4,000 in the pool. Fast forward a few days, and let's say the price of ETH rises to $3,000. If you hadn't provided liquidity, you could have just sold your ETH for $3,000, right? But because you provided liquidity, your assets are now split between ETH and USDT in the pool. The AMM automatically adjusts the ratio of tokens based on the new price. As a result, your total value may only be around $2,800 if you were to withdraw your assets from the pool. That's a loss of $200 compared to simply holding your ETH. This potential loss, compared to just holding onto your tokens, is what we call impermanent loss. But don't panic. It's important to remember that this loss is impermanent. If the price of ETH returns to $2,000, the loss disappears and you're back at square one. However, if the price continues to diverge, the loss could become more permanent, especially if you withdraw your liquidity at this point. Now, let's talk about some strategies to mitigate impermanent loss. One approach is to choose assets that are less volatile. If you're providing liquidity for a stablecoin pair, like USDT to USDC, the risk of impermanent loss is significantly reduced since these assets are pegged to the same value. On the other hand, pairing highly volatile assets, like ETH and BTC, can expose you to greater risk. Another strategy is to monitor the market closely. If you notice a significant price change, you might consider withdrawing your liquidity to minimize losses. However, this also means you may miss out on potential fees you could earn while holding in the pool. Lastly, some AMMs offer incentive programs or rewards for liquidity providers that can help offset impermanent loss. For example, some platforms may distribute governance tokens to liquidity providers, which can increase in value over time. In summary, while impermanent loss can be a concern for liquidity providers, understanding it can help you make informed decisions. Remember the importance of asset volatility, monitor the market, and consider potential rewards to mitigate risks. So there you have it. Impermanent loss may sound daunting, but with a little knowledge, you can navigate it like a pro. If you're venturing into the world of AMMs, always do your research and weigh the risks and rewards. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insights on DeFi and cryptocurrency. Also, let us know in the comments if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to explore next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.